Dignitaries are starting to arrive in Havana to pay tribute to Fidel Castro. They're among the thousands of people set to attend a week of memorials in honor of Cuba's revolutionary leader. CCTV's Michael Voss is in Havana, live for us with details. Michael, what's the latest?
Well, Mike, as you can see behind me, Havana's Revolution Square is starting to fill up with thousands of Cubans in anticipation of the big rally tonight. It's 3 hours away, but already thousands and thousands of people are cramming into this square. We haven't heard since Fidel Castro died from any government figures, apart from the announcement by President Raul Castro that Fidel had died. We're expecting a major keynote speech tonight. Earlier, for a day and a half, tens, if not hundreds of thousands of Cubans lined up to come here to Revolution Square to pay their final respects to the man who led this country for almost half a century. The mood was sad, subdued, somber, as they filed past a portrait of Fidel as a young revolutionary fighter. Earlier, I asked some of those standing in line for their personal memories of Fidel and what he meant to them.
Everyone else values power and money. Nobody values those who have less. Fidel was different. He admired and helped people who had less and were most in need.
He created the Build Your Own construction program for those who did not have the resources to own a home. So he created this program, and thanks to him, I have my own home. I owe him that.
Among the mourners, 21-year-old Elian Gonzalez, who as a young boy was at the center of that controversial custody battle in Miami and then returned to Cuba following pressure from Fidel Castro.
He is the friend of all of us, the friend of the weak, the friend of who needs it. That's Fidel. He is the friend of all the Cubans, a friend that gave a hand to everybody.
So, Mike, the rally gets under here in this square in about 3 hours' time. It's going to be, and there is going to be a lot of heads of state and other major dignitaries to see it.
In fact, about 20 heads of state due to attend. Do we know who they'll be? Are there likely to be any surprises?
Well, we certainly know that, as you say, at least 20, and that was the initial figure. I suspect it's going to be larger. Among the first to arrive was China's Vice President, Li Yuanchao. He flew in earlier in the day, followed by Venezuela's President Nicolas Maduro. A lot of heads of state, as you would expect from Latin America and the Caribbean, and from Africa, where Cuban troops in the past played an important role in the independence fighting there in Africa. We were all wondering, would President Obama send anyone? He was under pressure from the Republicans not to. We've now been told that the Deputy National Security Advisor, Ben Rhodes, will attend. He was the one who was involved in those secret negotiations for a year and a half to eventually restore diplomatic relations. The interesting one is, I think, that perhaps the surprise is that not a lot of European heads of state are coming. The King of Spain is coming, the Prime Minister of Greece, but several Europeans, including France's President Hollande, who came here earlier in the year and met Fidel Castro before he died, he's not coming. So I think it looks as if the European contingent, Europe's been pushing very hard recently, coming here looking for business opportunities, but we're not sure how many senior European figures will be here for the event.
Michael Voss live for us in Havana. Thanks so much.